You know, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's been a pretty wild couple of weeks here in the Carolinas as we prepared for Hurricane Florence and we felt the fury. Now we're trying to clean up and recover from this mess.
Tonight, we are taking a closer look at the massive storm's impact all across our two states.
Breaking now on Wake Up Charlotte, bracing for Hurricane Florence. The storm moving closer to the Carolina coast.
Look at this high-res visible image. This really tells you the power of the storm.
That is a massive storm.
Beaches and streets are pretty much deserted.
Because we've also opened up evacuation centers here in town.
If it starts drifting back to the west or southwest here shortly, we know we're going to see that threat move into the Carolinas.
On our drive down, we're pretty much the only ones driving to the coast.
Flooding and storm surge impacts have already begun.
This is still a very dangerous storm.
Hurricane Florence claiming its first victims.
Roads are beginning to flood along our coast.
Some of the river flooding could go into next week.
The water levels are 3 times the recreational flow. You can actually see the water at the top of my boots.
You are right there where the eye is approaching.
I can't even walk. The further I get from the things in the building, you can see the harder it is to walk.
Trees are already down, power is out, and rain is falling. And it could reach records we've never seen before.
Because look at this. Look at this is how it is in North Myrtle Beach right now.
This rain, you see it falling here in front of me, is relentless.
These bands of rain have moved in.
We're looking at hurricane force winds peaking to 105 miles per hour.
She is not loosening her grip here at all.
800,000 people throughout the state without power.
I'll show you a line that has come down. Tree limbs brought it down.
Get a little worse out here.
This is not going to be out of here anytime soon.
A flash flood emergency in effect for southeast Charlotte and Mecklenburg County.
A lot of limbs and branches covering the road right now.
And a power line underneath this thing, hanging on a power line. Just look at the size of this thing. Huge.
People need to stay home.
That truck that you just saw was on fire after it hit a tree driving on wet roads.
It was smoking. We saw a bunch of people running out of their cars over there.
People are putting themselves in danger.
My heart is still pounding. It's in my stomach.
There's at least 15 to 12 inches of water at the deepest point in there.
Now we're going to trudge through the water here and show you one of the hardest hit homes. Now you can see the play set over there underwater.
This water is continuing to rise up. They've actually had to move those cones back, I think, 3 times now.
Trail of misery. That is exactly what you see here.
And more than 4 feet of storm surge here on this street, enough to condemn some of these houses.
And it's neck deep.
More than 3,000 people saved, men, women, and young children like the ones you see here.
I've been on this boat for about an hour, and we have already rescued 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals.
I don't know what we're going to do, y'all. No food, no water, no ice.
Just pray for us.
I believe that all of us working together, we can get back on our feet.
We'll get through this together. We'll help them. As many, they feed us. They take care of us.
Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow, it's been a really wild couple
That was an
eye-opener.
weeks.
It was.
Really, wasn't it?
You get so caught up in the moment, I don't think that you realize just until you look back on it how impactful everything was.
It's been a long week for everyone here, a long couple of weeks, but really how much happened, and to really think about it, some areas are still dealing with that.
Right.
As we've seen for some of those reports, and it's just incredible. Florence for sure will be retired, and it's going down into North Carolina history as one of the worst we've ever seen.